Good day, everybody. Welcome back to RCL Draft League. This is the second round of playoffs, and today I'm joined in once again by Baccarus.
Hello, everyone.
I feel like that intro was weird, but it's fine. We vibe.
Yeah, only two matches for today.
Yeah, only two matches. Getting towards the end. I probably shouldn't show that screen yet. That has scores on it. But yeah, we're very close to the end of the season, and yeah, it'll be very strange to not have to do these weekly videos anymore, to be honest.
Well, it would be interesting.
Yeah, I'll have to find some new content.
Maybe we have some others. If we push Mess to start the victory road one earlier, maybe you have some other contents to push.
Fair. So, I'm pretty sure.
Matchup-wise. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Azumarill fucking goes in after Masquerada dies. Oh, I was also got a Slowbro.
Yeah. So when I see this, definitely strong matchup, but I'm very afraid of that Gudra. Gudra is very difficult to break, and
I feel like Annihilate
and
should get rid of it pretty easily, to be fair. But he would also never let that happen. He has the perfect switch to a ghost type anyway, right? Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly the point here. So blue on the defensive side for Thomas. So he keeps Gudra alive. He is okay. If Gudra falls down, then suddenly Azumarill absolutely destroy the team.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, let's get this started, shall we? We love lots of text. What did we get? Anything interesting? Not really. Okay, fucking
so we're
right down to 99%. I want to know if that was like a really low roll or something, because that is pretty funny to me. Did exactly 99%.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I think it's a bit unlucky, but okay.
And then Rocky Helmet got
so
to
we know
die anyway.
Landorus is scarfed now, right?
Yes, we do, because 379, 331. So yeah, it's definitely Scarf, or this was some really fucking weird Masquerada.
Exactly.
But it's like, it's Scarfed.
Dusk is just rocking.
Yeah, gets rocks up, Earth powers.
A bit of damage, non-life orb boosted.
Knocks off. I mean, that's useful.
Yeah, those are, I would say, very...
Gigaton Hammer does fucking nothing.
Yeah, but he didn't want to take the future side damage to any other monster, so that's why he stayed in.
Yeah, I get it.
The Cinderace.
I like the future side was pretty good.
Yeah, but your light's okay, and this one... Oh, okay, so next turn, I don't agree, really. So I'll have to explain my reasoning.
So hang on, what were you saying?
No, the turn after, sorry. So there is rocks, so absolutely, so...
Yep, so both sides have rocks, but he also has some Toku spikes, because court change is fun. To be honest though, here... Was it here? No, hang on. One moment. On this turn here, turn 8, I feel like knockoff wasn't the play there.
Yeah, I feel like a little bit weird. He should have gone for a move that was much stronger.
That's the thing. I feel like he was better off just killing it. If he had used either... I don't even know if he needed to use like Headlong Rush or something, but I feel like he was better off just killing it in general, because...
Yeah, I agree with you.
Because then at that point, like the court was going to be changed anyway, but it would make it so that he just lost one of his main pivots, and Libero is always nice. And realistically, once Cinderace dies, what can break Fortress?
Exactly.
So he really should have just focused on getting Cinderace to die, I think.
I agree with you.
But yeah, that's just me.
I think knocking off was a little bit too passive on this turn.
I agree, because the court change should have been fairly obvious, I think. Or maybe he was over-predicting.
No, core change was really obvious. Like the toxic spike is very strong against the Grace team against Azumarill or against
well, that's pretty much how he lost last week.
Or I mean basically everything. So
yeah, but that's exactly how he lost last week. Was toxic spikes.
Okay, so Rock because he really wants to keep it, which is understandable. And this one I don't agree with the play. So here Gray is trying to read Rapid Spin.
Yep.
But I don't think Great Tusk has it. There's a reason for this. The first one is that Great Tusk has, like, he's suffering a lot from the four move syndrome.
Yeah.
So he usually doesn't have two utility moves, both Stealth Rock and Rapid Spin. So that's one thing. And the second thing is that we see Fortress here.
Yes.
So if we see rocks on Great Tusk, then it's extremely unlikely that it has a Rapid Spin, while he has access to so many other moves that are very, very useful in this matchup, including knockoff.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So with Fortress being there, he doesn't need that many moves realistically. So getting Rapid Spin on him is more than doable, rather than having Great Tusk have it when it already has enough moves that it can learn. Yeah, because he's probably gonna. Oh, he might have been trying to bait an Ice Spinner, to be honest.
But I mean it's either Headlong Rush or Ice Spinner or something like this. So personally, I would not have switch into this. I would have went to sorry, I forgot the hammer.
Tinkaton.
Tinkaton. Yes, I would have gone to Tinkaton to try to scout a little bit what move they were.
Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. Yeah.
But okay. I mean, now that he's in, he's going to.
Yeah, he's basically already crippled that. This predict right here on turn 12.
Yeah, that was a great one.
So crucial.
Great coverage. Yes, definitely, yeah. And then yes, he stays in because he knows he can let Azumarill set up for free.
Yeah.
So very great play from Thomas. He preserves, which is really good.
But
so he pretty much has to sack 1/1, right?
Yeah, he wasn't getting away with that. No.
Yeah, so he had to choose Fortress. So, like you said, had a great matchup here, but in a way, it had done part of his job, and Thomas needed to sack 1/1. So
yeah, it was definitely the correct sack to make.
Yeah, the only thing that we can also guess is that most likely, I don't know if we already saw it, but he doesn't have Rock Helmet most likely on any of his mon.
What's that?
Oh yeah, it was already knocked off.
Yeah.
He doesn't have Rock Helmet now. Okay, no, it was because it was knocked off.
Yeah.
Okay. So great.
So this here is fucking amazing to me. He's got speed invested Guruja to outspeed some Azumarill. I don't know what kind of Azumarill, but he has speed to outspeed an Azumarill, and I love that fact.
Yeah, that was absolutely great prep. Just wait 2 seconds. I don't know what is the base speed of Gudra.
Gudra?
Yeah, it's 60.
Is that for Hisuian or for regular? Hisuian is 60. Yeah.
And Azumarill is 50. So yeah, so he had to invest quite a lot of speed on this one. Huh?
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's the thing. This has 218 max speed, and this is 240 max speed. So just assuming I feel like there's a good chance he went to outspeed max speed Azumarill just to be safe, which meant he probably put in what's that? That's a 22 stat difference. 4 times 22 is 100, and no, 4 times 22 is 88. So he probably. How does that work? No, then he probably put in like 170 speed EVs, give or take.
Yeah, something like this.
So I'm guessing he was like max HP, high speed, and then the rest in special attack, I'd guess.
Yeah, I would guess as well.
But can we also say I love these dialogue? Why so much speed? Because of that water mouse thing. That's why. And then he's just GG's. But as Tom says, it is not over yet. Ape comes in, but he doesn't make that swap we were talking about before into Gengar. He just does it into Tusk, which I think is a massive misplay. He could have gone...
For this one?
Yeah, I think going Tusk here was a massive misplay.
I don't agree with you. Why do you think it's a misplay here?
I think he would have probably been... Oh, hang on. Well,
so,
Ape is faster, actually. Maybe not, then.
Annihilate is going to go for this Rage Fist. We already know that it's boosted. Annihilate was hit twice, I believe, so it's already 150 base power on the Rage Fist, so it's enough to put a huge dent into Gudra. And so that's 1 point.
He's trying to get the free
and
switch
he has to
into
sack.
Gengar.
No one, Gengar or Slowbro are going to die. So he has to bring in safely one of his mon that outspeed Annihilate, and he chooses to sack Great Tusk.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I don't think there's any misplay here. I think that it's very so. Cinderace is a monster here, but it has only one more switch in, 2 rocks.
Yep.
Okay.
This crit was fucking incredible. That was so helpful for him, to be fair.
For sure, because with an extra turn, maybe Slowbro could have Future Sight or something like this.
I forgot Gengar got Gleam, and I think that fact is hilarious. But bye Gengar.
Yeah, with the disabled, but
and high jump kick into death.
Yeah. If I had missed, I don't think Tinkerton would have been able to win.
Yeah, absolutely. If that missed, and obviously the Cinderace would have died, but yeah, Tink wasn't winning that. So realistically, Gray got fairly lucky here, both hitting his high jump kick. And while I don't think this crit was earth-shattering, as I think he probably just went into Wake, he ate up any water move he was going to use, and then killed it with like Draco Meteor or something. So I don't think that was really a big thing, and then he just would have gone Gengar and done the exact same Gleam strat anyway, you know? So I don't think the crit actually mattered very much, but...
It could have. It could have, because it doesn't have so much to hit Slowbro with. So let's say Slowbro is at 20%, it switch out 50%. Then Cinderace does not kill it with any other move, so it has to U-turn every time against Slowbro. And Cinderace did not have boots, if you remember. So basically, I think it matters. It mattered because it would have forced Cinderace to take one more turn of rocks, which he was not able to.
Yeah, that's fair. I see your point.
But I would also say, so I think Gray got a little bit luckier than Thomas.
He definitely did.
I would also say that it's a little bit of karma for what happened last week. Spoiler alert. But I mean, Thomas would not be there if he had lost the last game. But last week was very fortunate for Thomas, and unfortunately he used all his luck.
Yeah.
I would say I don't think there was any misplay. I think both players played really well. A few things that I did not agree with, but overall it was a very strong match with a lot of prep on both sides.
I agree. I still think this knockoff was a little bit of a misplay here.
Yeah, I agree with you. This one is maybe one of the only misplay of Thomas, and I personally don't always agree with the way Gray plays, but he's very efficient, and he managed to still win. So great play for him.
We love the Azumarill. Yeah. I think that's all I have to say for this match.
Yeah.
22 turns.
Gray
Man, this is a
Sean.
quick game.
This is going to be a nice one.
Oh yeah. We'll get to that in a minute, you know. Alright, and up next we have the man of the hour, Mr. Baccaris. Here, we're gonna do it from his perspective, alright?
Yeah.
So I have I know most of what happened with Z's team, as like I was there throughout part of prep, so I'll just throw that out there for some any extra context as the game goes along. But pretty much, I wanna be hearing the story of your thought process on a turn by turn.
The first thing that I will say is that I'm never gonna draft Florges again. No, the biggest issue that Florges has now today is that it lost so many moves. Like there's a lot of it does not get access to reflect. It does not get access to aromatherapy, which
Yeah,
is
that is
basically what a
unfortunate.
healer is supposed to do. It has a garbage ability, and definitely kind of an issue. I would have loved to have Uxie instead of Florges here, but I don't know why. But Ziggy is never bringing this Cyclizar,
Oh
which is
yes,
usually a
Cycles are.
huge
Yeah, he kind of just
threat
doesn't
to
like
my
it.
mods.
It's pretty. It's just as simple as that. He just doesn't like Cyclizar.
Yeah, but that's the sole reason why I had to bring Florges. So a little bit annoyed when I see this team, but it's okay. I definitely understand here that the biggest issue is going to be that Paldea Taurus, which is 6 points, so crazy good value.
Yeah, both
Uh,
those Tauros forms, fire
both,
and
yeah.
water, was something we massively overlooked, and they're definitely going to be going
Okay.
up in the next season.
So I will say this, but to be fair, I also believe we also massively overlook Samurai.
Oh yeah,
I
we
think
and
Samurai is
also
another
Iron
one that we
Hands.
massively overlook. But I would say it right now, and we can rediscuss. I wouldn't put too much point more on it with the existing rule, because like Samurai here is 12 points and he has access to Terra, and Terra Ghost is one of the main reasons why it's so effective here. I mean here in general in the draft league. If you bump it by let's say 2 points to 14 points, he doesn't have access to Terra anymore, and suddenly it's much easier mon to deal with.
We'll probably end up buffing it just to 13 with where Cleavor is.
So either 13 or maybe 14. I don't know. I need to rethink about with the DLC Pokemon.
Yeah, that's something that we need to. That's a whole can of worms for us to get into.
Yeah. Without the DLC, I would have put it to 14 because still, like, it's still a very strong mana.
Yeah, fair.
But with the DLC and all of this, I need there's a lot more counters. There's a lot more mon that deal with it quite efficiently. So yeah, definitely, maybe just 13 is going to be enough.
Yeah. All right, let's get this started.
Mm. Okay.
U-turns first off. Helmet to be
Yeah,
annoying.
exactly.
Rocks.
Yeah, this Rotom Wash is a little bit annoying.
It usually is. That's kind of how they work.
Yeah,
Getting your Rillaboom burnt so early was unfortunate, but
there's not much I
realistically,
can do.
yeah, I was gonna say I
Yeah.
don't really know what was the other option. I guess he probably could have gone into to Florges, but then he would have just Volt switched the next turn, and then you would have been in a bad position realistically, right?
Yeah, I think you. Yeah, maybe I should have been a little bit more patient and go for it. But the problem is that I'm going to get status anyway. There's no way I can avoid this. And again, as I told you, there is no aromatherapy anymore, so it's what it is.
Then we do the same thing again, except this time you knock off. Which I definitely think was a good thing. We didn't need any more Rocky Helmet damage. Then rocks go back. Calgon
Yeah, and
comes
he does
out.
a very great job at slowly removing my items.
Yeah. So you went Forges this time. Get screen up. The keys are in. How sad are you that your keys were stolen, by the way?
I'm extremely sad. I would have loved to have them.
You should invest in a Grimmsnarl. It's just keys, but with
Yeah.
with an actual attack stat.
Yeah. But I also already had some rot and all of this, so
Yeah, fair.
yeah.
The Thunderwave here was pretty unfortunate. And what were you doing there, if you remember, on turn 12?
I think I was lava pluming, trying to fish for a burn.
Right. Yes, that would have done.
So I don't
fucking
remember
nothing.
exactly, but I think I'm pretty sure I used lava plume. So very simple turn here.
Yeah.
Or maybe I was rocking. No, I think I used rock.
Oh yeah,
I
we
was like,
got
okay,
rocks
let's
up next
re-rock
turn.
again. I was expecting him to all switch, so. So yeah, so here Ziggy is definitely controlling the pace of the game, and I'm struggling to get everything back.
The drum beating is really funny to me. Did you purposely want to drop his speed?
Yes.
Do you remember what is drum beating's base attack anyway?
80.
80. So.
Yeah. So very defensive. It's also one way for me to check. Very defensive Landorus. Also, I'm burned. I'm trying to know whether or not this Landorus has a grass knot, because he showed special, but
yeah,
okay,
that's
I
definitely
guess
fair.
not.
That Hydro miss was rather unfortunate for him.
I had to play a little bit aggressive because otherwise I was losing.
Yeah.
Great read again, and this is where I start to be.
Yep, the Florge goes down, but I feel like the Florge was a fairly useless Pokemon on your team.
Yeah, for sure. So many things, to be fair, were useless. Huh?
That's true.
Okay, I had to sack one more, but now let's say I am starting to grab back momentum, even though I fucking miss again this edge. I'm trying to read for a close combat or something like this.
Can I also say I love this? I say, oh, and the miss, just because, you got unlucky and missed. And he goes, I did miss the Hydro on your Donphan earlier. And I'm like, no one's roasting you for being lucky yet. Chill.
No, for sure. I think, let's be fair here, I'm struggling and trying to make plays because I have some troubles breaking.
Yeah.
I know that I only need to weaken them enough to start winning, but yeah, problematic. This Trailblaze was a great play.
Yeah, the Trailblaze, like fast Tauros, is actually pretty scary.
Yeah, here I'm so screwed.
Wave Crash comes in. I like that you just barely live this. Not that it matters, but I like it. And then, yep, you die the next turn. In comes the Polt. Now this right here, when you Dragon Danced, I thought the game was over. I thought that was your win and that was it.
Yeah, but I didn't have anything for Klefki, and he did a great job at preserving it. I was hoping like a Jigglypuff or something, a Wigglytuff to come in instead, but not really.
I don't think the Wiggly is ever coming. Damn, that Wave Crash just one shot. Holy shit. The Aquajet to finish off is nice.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm trying to identify exactly where this game went so wrong for you, and I'm honestly
from the beginning. I think the team that I brought was extremely bad against the team that he brought, because I was expecting a very different team from him. And this was a huge issue.
Yeah, it just kind of.
So here and here I will explain. So I'm almost lost, but can you pause 2 seconds just to I can explain my thought process. So he should know that he's going to leave, but there's a chance that I leave Draining Kiss afterwards from Klefki, or I was expecting hopefully maybe a player off from Klefki, because I didn't know if he would have been special or physical. I was hoping he would be player off, but so here I have to decide either he's going to try to keep on dropping my attack stat. So if I go for Ice Shard versus Klefki and then he comes back with an Landorus, then I'm at -2.
And at which point?
So I am trying to read a switch to Klefki.
Yeah. So pretty much.
Because I think that was the only play that would guarantee the win.
Yeah, you.
But also overreading it.
Yeah.
Cost me definitely the game.
You had to try and make the over-predict to try and make the game.
Yeah, exactly.
But in the end, Sora gets his second kill ever at 100% health.
Yeah. I mean, Klefki is a great mono.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, I think Ziggy played better this game. I think his preparation was very interesting, and he managed to bring something that I did not expect. And I struggled so much to take back the lead. In
Yeah.
the end, it was quite close.
Oh yeah, it
Uh,
was very
I,
close.
I don't. If I had gone for 2 ice shard, I think I would have killed, and probably I would not have died to Klefki afterwards because I was very bulky on the special side.
That would have been
So
pretty interesting then, to be honest.
yeah, but props to Ziggy for advancing, and
Yep.
good luck to him. I think the road is very tough ahead.
Oh yeah, for
I think
sure.
his team get absolutely destroyed.
Yeah. So here's the fun part.
Without giving too much insight, but special Palafin is definitely a problem.
So here's the fun part. Now coming up, we have
Yeah.
Ziggy versus Mez, the best team in the league, and like one of our top 4 players versus poor little Ziggy. I love Ziggy. He's a really good friend. I have no faith in him. Mez is gonna destroy him, I think.
So I don't know. What I will say is for having prepped with Mess
Mm.
on this matchup, I find it's going to be extremely hard for Ziggy.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be extremely hard. That's the one thing that I can say. Messi is a great player, and his team is busted. Let's put it this way. He has Palafin, he has Baxcalibur, like he has the Tauros, the Fire Tauros as well.
Yeah.
Like all those mods are so strong compared to the cost or something like this. Like it's very difficult, and there's a lot of things that Ziggy struggled with. I'm not going to analyze the matchup too much.
Yeah.
We'll see when it happens, but that's basically it.
Yeah. I still think that like realistically, Mez could literally just bring Palafin, Baxcalibur, Iron Treads, Iron Moth, and Cresselia to every game, and he would still win. Like
Pretty much, right?
that's what I mean. It's like
so
that's just
strong.
such a power team. It's just like you don't even need the rest of the team. Sure, they help, but you don't need them ever.
No, for sure.
And that's
For
the
sure, for
that's
sure.
the crazy part. And
Mm.
yeah, Ziggy has Lando and Chi Yu, but it's only so effective.
Yeah, exactly. And the Lando does absolutely nothing when Mess has a priority Ice Shard, priority Jet Punch,
Yeah. Did Jet
priority
Punch
Water
is
Shuriken.
so fucking
Don't
strong.
even need priority, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So
Um.
problematic matchup,
Yeah,
but
and then we have
if anyone can do it, Ziggy can, right? He
with
has
the
he has
power of
shown
hacks.
he has shown resilience.
What's that?
He has shown resilience.
Oh yeah, he used to get way more tilted.
Yeah, and I think he had great control. So good luck to him.
Yeah.
The second matchup is going to be very interesting. This is the rematch.
Yeah.
Sean is a great player, but I feel like there's so many trap in Grace team versus specifically Stall. Then it's going to be a carnage.
Yeah.
It's
He did manage to beat him in their first match,
Yeah.
which is definitely good.
yes.
But they've both players have made changes to their teams, which means the matchup is wholly different now. But
For sure.
also, just in general, Sean is generally a different beast when it comes to playoffs. So it's
So
just,
I agree because he's usually bringing his A team finally.
yeah.
But yeah. We'll have to see. I'm very excited. Both matches are going to be absolutely great. I think all the players that are left are very good.
100%. Definitely. I'm
Yeah.
not looking too deeply into it. I actually don't know how the hell he wins this. I mean, he can't use Azumarill. He's got 2 unaware / water absorb Pokemon. So that's useless.
And there is no sorry, how do you call it? There is no perish trap.
Yeah, the Peristrap ain't gonna work.
Yeah, but it can be just a regular AV knockoff something like this to handle a Hydreigon, for example.
Yeah.
Right. So just like just an annoying Azumarill, not necessarily a setup one, like a AV Azumarill with knockoff, so he can handle Hydreigon.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it'll be a very tough match for Grey, but I'm definitely here to see it.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Alright, well, as I said, I'm voting for Mez, and I think I'm going to vote for Sean as well, just because I don't have faith in Grey this matchup either.
I have faith in Grey, so I'm going to vote for Grey. I will keep my vote for Mess. I've been prepping a lot with him, and to be fair, purely from a playstyle perspective, he's better than me now, Mess.
Oh yeah, Mez.
So in terms of, I'm not even talking about the matchup in general, but in terms of win rate, I think he has a higher win rate than I do when prepping against each other.
Interesting.
So he's definitely extremely strong as a player, purely as a player.
100%.
I don't think that's as much the case for Ziggy, and I don't think the matchup favors him as well. So like, there's too many things working against him.
Yeah.
For me to vote for him. For Grey versus Sean, again, Grey is also a huge beast in playoff. He has some great, I would say, inventions. Great ideas that he can pull off. So I'm trying to go with, I would say, a little bit of the underdog. I don't know if it's right to call him the underdog, but I would call him the underdog.
I would say he is, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Sean's a 4-time champion. And Grey is not a champion at all in this league. So I would definitely say he's an underdog, to be fair.
Okay. Yeah, but I think he can do it. We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
It depends on who he wakes up as.
How much he feels like putting in maximum effort.
Exactly.
But yeah, so that's probably it for us for today, hey?
Yeah.
Alright, well, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you dudes in the next video. Bye-bye.
Hey.
That bye was so quiet.